So our theme tonight is Our Planet, Our Future. And it's to recognize the 17 global goals for sustainable development, particularly highlighting Goal 13, climate action, and recognizing how we all need to be attentive to the increasing threat of climate change. This annual event is hosted by the Houston chapter of the United Nations Association USA. That is a program of the United Nations Foundation, and that's a whole lot to say, so I'm just going to call it UNA Houston from now on. So thank you all for being here, and to start our program, if everybody could please stand for the national anthem, and that will be sung by Ms. Chloe Chowdhury.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
arising from treaties and other sources of international law can be maintained, and at the Ginauseruni Nutayara la Orgeti Halabu Arandaroni Labri Nebese Laburi Lawabiu Pepo Dilige. To promote social progress and better standards of life and larger freedom. Afongkimi the Lena Sum A Nukusak Danle Din Humsamso Vivo Dingin. To practice tolerance and live together in peace with one another as good neighbors. Bumarsha to kasama ko Rashki Sara Baba Bab Kajira Jadid.
Thank you all for being here this evening to celebrate Houston's annual UN Day celebration. Tonight's the commemoration of the 74th anniversary of the UN, which is an expression of our hope for a better future for all the Earth's citizens, as expressed in the founding charter of the United Nations, which you just heard these students recite. In 2015, the nations of the world established 17 goals for development, sustainable development, the global goals. This year's UN Day theme, Our Planet, Our Future, will guide United Nations Association Houston to focus its 2020 program activities on Global Goal 13, climate action. Now it is fitting that proceeds from UN Day support UNA Houston's Global Classrooms program, a model UN program. This is implemented in partnership with inner city schools throughout the Houston area, where students explore current world issues, cultivate literacy, life skills, and attitudes necessary for active citizenship.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to another one of our UN Day historic annual dinners. Thank you so much for your support throughout the years, for those who have been continuous guests for us and participants, and for you who are new, welcome to your first UNA dinner. I bring you greetings from the National Council of UNA USA, our membership of over 25,000, half of whom are young professionals. So we are intergenerational and also very diverse in terms of demographics, regions, ages, perspectives, religions, very ecumenical. And so we are a collective. We know that we are interconnected. As Dr. King always told us, what affects one directly affects all of us indirectly. And that is why we work together. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Where do human rights begin?" And she said, "Close to home." So as we look through this audience, we see the organizations that represent that work, the work of human rights in all of its many facets. And it includes saving our planet, which is our world, and our world which will be our future. And that is why we have selected this theme for this year.
It is my honor and privilege to be able to declare on behalf of Mayor Sylvester Turner, United Nations Day in the City of Houston.
I have to say that I'm very proud to be in a very diverse room. We are in a room with many leaders, internationally and locally. And I say locally because earlier I came across with teachers that taught by siblings in elementary. So you get to see a lot of people from around the world, and you get to see people that connect with you in a community level. Every person in this room is making a difference in our city. I do have here a congressional resolution of recognition. Now therefore be it resolved that on behalf of the constituents of the 18th Congressional District of Texas, I take great pride in recognizing the United Nations Association USA Houston Chapter on the occasion of the United Nations Day 2019 Houston celebration. You are truly deserving of the respect, admiration, and commendation of the United States Congress. Signed by Sheila Jackson Lee, Member of Congress, October 24th, 2019.
The Texas 7th Congressional District is proud to recognize the United Nations Association of the United States of America for its 2019 Houston celebration. Thank you all.
President Eisenhower's concept was people-to-people diplomacy, and I think that all of you here in the room are emblematic of that. So there are many various programs of those particular natures that I think we have a commonality, and I would encourage all of us to be involved or engaged with each of these particular programs. So actually I received this award not so much for what I've done, but what Sister Cities of Houston has done. So thank you very much for recognizing me as being the face of Sister Cities Houston during the course of this past several years. And I think we've got some really great leadership and people coming to make sure that that organization is very, very participatory in our community. Thank you very much.
I am so very honored to receive this Global Citizenship Award on United Nations Day 2019. And the reason it's especially humbling is because some would say I'm not supposed to be here. I'm just a little girl from Sunnyside, South Houston. And it was only because of the support, the love and support of the educators, of which there are so many in this room, and my community that saw someone who was pretty good in math and science and sent me on to A&M to be a petroleum engineer. And by sheer luck, sheer luck, not my planning and not my will, 33 years ago, I went to work for a global leader named Schlumberger. And it was in 1987, that was well before the SDGs and well before one of the goals was gender equity. They sent me on offshore rigs and land rigs all throughout the Gulf of Mexico and South Texas, and defended me and stood by me and made sure that there was potential and possibilities for me internal, and that I was safe and secure with those who did not think I should be there. I get to work every day with people that represented by these flags, and have done so for 33 years. Not because it's a sustainable development goal, and not because of our looking at trying to make quotas. It's just who we are and what we do. And to have the support of a company that says, find a solution to make sure that when we are working in the 100 countries in which we work, that we are good neighbors, that we have educational programming, that we have environmentally friendly tools, that we're looking and considering the climate in our actions and our technology, that we are living and breathing the Sustainable Development Goals. So being able to look upon a position in Schlumberger, to be look upon the educators and the support system and the family, that is the only reason I get to stand here and accept this goal, because many would say it wasn't supposed to be me, but because of the grace of God, family, love, support, and a company that supports and embraces these SDGs as who we are, not just what we do. That's why I get to accept this, and I am so thankful to all of those that have contributed.
La 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 ta ta ja la 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 la